just fucking people working out and Paul Stanley's crotch with like a pillow in it. I'm like, what did you put in your pants, dude? Because you look deformed, but it also looks like a living room pillow in your pants. Welcome in. How you doing, St. P?
Yo, what up?
What up? So we're all things mashup. We watch mashups, we make mashups, we critique mashups, we review mashups. And today, the mashup we're doing is going to be a bit of a surprise. We're going to throw it on you now, and then we're going to watch a little bit of it and stop and get you caught up on what it is. What do you think about that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Real this time, for real.
TRU.
Yeah! Who is that? Man, we got a lot going on in this one.
Right? So, New Order.
Where'd it go? What happened?
New Order and Kiss.
I mean, I guess some people probably considered New Order to be new wave at some point. To me, they were never really new wave. They were just modern alt, right?
Okay.
But then you have Kiss. These days, they're considered kind of classic rock. They were like hard rock back in the day. You still have two worlds colliding when you have Kiss and New Order. I mean... Right. You don't think about them in the same sentence. You just don't do it.
Not that this is their hardest song or anything.
I mean, it still puts a smile on my face to hear these two songs working together. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just seeing Kiss in this video, it just kind of cracks me up, man. It just cracks me up.
Made for you, girl, you were made for me. She's a very kinky girl.
Yeah.
The kind you don't take home to mama. She will never let your spirits down. Once you get her off the street, oh girl. She likes the boys in the band. She says that I'm her all-time favorite. When I make my move to her room, it's the right time. She's never hot, please. Oh, no. That girl is pretty wild now. The kind of girl you read about. That girl is pretty kinky. I really love to taste her.
Wow.
She's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me.
I just love how he handles a guitar. Rick James, man. The dude cracks
Rick James.
Me up, man.
Now, when I made this mashup, when I first did it, I never thought about a connection between Kiss and Rick James. And then fast forward 6 months, a year, whatever it was, and I was watching the show Tales from the Tour Bus. And this guy who had managed Rick James had talked about how Rick James had wanted to give the ghetto what the white kids had always had with Kiss. He had wanted to bring that to the ghetto, and I was like, oh my goodness. He had the suits
There we have it.
And the flames. He brought that. He brought that showmanship, that crazy flames and fire and shit blowing up. And
in this case, it works. I mean, the song just cracks me up.
I love it. I mean, I love that reaction.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It just cracks me up. For me, I hear it, and I'm like, it just kind of cracks me up. It wasn't like I've never listened to any of these songs except New Order, like in any kind of serious way.
And I had never listened to Rick James.
But you are a Kiss fan, though.
I grew up on Kiss. I grew up on Kiss now. When I became a New Order fan in the 80s, like I can remember putting this mashup together and thinking New Order was sort of in my wheelhouse. Like, you know, I was a Joy Division fan, New Order fan.
Yeah.
And I still am. But I'm not really still a fan of the other guys. But I loved the hell out of them when I was younger.
So look, if you hear Kiss on the radio, do you change the station or do you listen? I think you still listen to it.
I still listen, but if I hear Kiss
Yeah.
on the radio, is the next song going to be any of these other ones on the same station?
No.
No.
No, that's kind of the whole point in us like bringing
Exactly.
this together,
You have to listen to
Yeah.
4 different stations to get these.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it works.
She's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaking out. Everybody sing. He came outside to watch the night fall with the rain. I heard you making patterns rhyme.
Yeah, so hold on. This is the part that we've all been waiting for. So
Where
as
it
soon
all
as
makes
Duran,
sense.
as soon as Duran Duran comes on, it's like,
yeah. Now
there
it
we
makes
go.
sense.
There we go.
This is when the people who are thinking about going on the dance floor actually go to the dance floor.
Yes, exactly.
Like, oh shit.
I mean,
What's the-
just the New Order song would get people to go, and maybe like an older crowd would, the Kiss track would get them to go too. But as soon as Duran Duran gets on, it's like everybody is going to perk up and be like, okay, there's something here now, because I mean, love them or hate them, Duran Duran, they brought the mojo.
Oh man,
They
you better
brought
not hate Duran Duran.
They brought it.
When I was younger, my sister was a huge Duran Duran fan, and I
Mine
used
too.
to wear her out because she saw the light before I did. I thought, oh, these guys aren't the Reflex. What is that? Flex. What is this whiny? I was wrong.
Damn
And
wrong, dude.
she knew what was up before I did, but
Yeah.
she was commenting one day, listening to some of our mashups, saying how dancey they are, and I think this is one of the dancier ones.
Well, yeah, this may be the danciest Kiss song there is, man, to be honest.
Right, and one of the danciest New Order songs. All that's saying a lot, because
Yeah, maybe not, but look, I think I might have mentioned on one of our other videos. I mean, I grew up on Duran Duran, so I mean, I have nothing but good things to say. Even though Robert Smith, he's on record saying like, I felt really bad. I really just never. Duran Duran were there. They were good for us. They supported us at our gigs, but I never really liked them. Right? I kind of felt bad for that, but at the same time, that might be one of the few instances where I kind of disagree with Robert. It's like, I've always loved Duran Duran. So them coming on to a track like this, Duran Duran and New Order is a perfect fit.
Yeah. Well, it's no coincidence that this is the track I used, because this is the track that got me into Duran Duran, that turned my love around, turned my truck around when I heard this one.
I think so.
I heard you making patterns rhyme. Like some new romantic looking for TV song. You'll see I'm right some other time. Now look all around. There's no sign of life.
I'll tell you what, that's
Hypnotic.
I'll tell you what, Paul Stanley never had to wear a shirt, man, because he already had a carpet on his chest, man. He's like one of those hairiest guys ever.
Rug.
Heaviest, like hairiest guys ever on a video, right?
Magnum PI and that dude. Man, just he looks like this without a shirt on.
I know. I mean, you could be Paul Stanley right now, dude, and that's just your chest hair.
Yeah, that's so dancey and hypnotic, dude. That's some dancey hypnotic bullshit.
Yeah, that one's kind of like a marathon too, because that one's like, you could play that in the club. Good stuff, man.
Dude, that should totally be our catchphrase. True dat. True dat.
True dat. I definitely had a good time doing that. True dat, yo. Speaking of true, TRU, the transposition part, like if you're, when we're going in and transposing these songs to fit the bass track or the bed track, sometimes it's challenging, but sometimes when you get it done, you're like, yeah, it just puts a smile on your face. So being able to mash Kiss into New Order and Rick James and Duran, this one was kind of a treat for me. Hats off to you for the inspiration for this one.
Yeah, thank you. This mashup will always come with the little memory tag. When I showed my buddy, she watched it. She didn't say anything. And then she just went, "That's your best mashup." And she's seen them all.
Wow, that's her favorite, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, it's definitely up there. It's a good one.
I think a fun video for us to do, to rank them. Like to rank our top 5.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to know what you think the top ones are.
Okay, so I've got a DJ gig. If I'm going to mash up some songs, is this going to be one of those songs that, thinking these guys are into it, is this a song that I can play? I honestly, a lot of these ones that I've done, I would feel confident playing these. If I'm the DJ and I'm mashing up some songs, I would do it.
Yeah. It almost sounds like something a DJ would do. It almost sounds like a DJ thing.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, the way that we do it would work with the DJ, because you could put the first track on, you select a little section, you loop that section, you bring in the other tracks if you already have the stems for them. And a lot of DJ software, you can actually do that these days. The transposing part is a little bit difficult. Literally doing this live as a DJ is going to be difficult. But if you have it recorded, this will work great.
Knowing what it took to do this by hand.
Yeah.
If I saw someone do this live, I would have to go up and tip him and bow down, like almost literally on the stage to do.
But actually separating the tracks and like mixing those up however you want to, you can do that. Yeah, true. That one is probably an A. Maybe just a little bit higher than an A minus.
I give this one an A for sure. Right on.
There we go, man.
Shit.
Coming to a dance club near you.